So, by popular demand, let's continue with the STS booklets. On today's episode, we are going to look at observation of traits of teacher professionalism. So, day of visit, you input the day and then the date as well. At this point, I know and I believe you know how to fill these things. The activity for today's task is that we are to observe the teacher's behavior and attitude towards work after the use of the checklist to observe teacher behavior. So what this basically means is that you have to go through the checklist that has been given to you and then go through the attitudes and behaviors they stated. So let's say with the checklist you have, there is decency, there is respect, there is order of manner, there is discipline, but there is no punctuality, of which you have spotted that the teacher is always punctual. That is one attitude towards work. And so since you did not find punctuality in your checklist, then you have to write punctuality at this stage. So at this stage, you are just to list the behaviors and attitudes of the teacher that you have spotted that is not found in your checklist. The next stage says that we should record the differences and similarities between you and your STS partner, new professional traits you have both listed. So the traits right now could be positive or negative. When I say positive, that's positive attitude towards work. Negative attitude towards work. You know, some teachers are, how do I put it? They are very lazy when it comes to teaching. They would come to school all right. That is, they are punctual. They will come to school all right. But then when it's time for them to teach, they'll just be hovering around just so that their instructional time will be over. So the traits here could be punctuality. There's a difference between being punctual and then being regular at school. There's a difference. The person is punctual, the person is regular. So the traits, we have punctuality, regularity, we have laziness. Yes, some teachers can be lazy at some point. So having listed your traits, you look at the similarities. Okay, when you compare what you've written with your STS partner also wrote the same thing, that the teacher is what? Punctual. But then, in as much as the teacher is punctual, what's the difference? Okay, with your mentor or what you have observed, the teacher is punctual all right, but then it's very lazy when it comes to work. That is, when it comes to he or she utilizing his instructional period. Okay, the next trait, the teacher is regular. He's very regular when it comes to coming to school, but then he's very lazy. So you realize that your STS partner, you and your STS partner are most likely to have the same traits, similar traits, but then there are differences. Probably your teacher is regular, your mentor is regular. When it comes to coming to school, your mentor is regular, but then he doesn't come on time. That's where the punctuality comes in. So we have teachers who are very regular when it comes to school. They are very regular, but then for them to stick to their time, that is a problem. So these are some of the things you're going to encounter. You write the traits very well, you write the similarities very well, but there should be differences. So when it comes to this point, this is basically what it is required of you to do. The next one says observation of teachers' relationship with learners, school authorities, other teachers, and parents after the use of the checklist to observe relationships among teachers and other stakeholders. Recall the kind of relationships you might have observed that are not found in your checklist. So when you go back to the beginning of the booklet, you realize that the school always collaborates with other stakeholders to improve the school. When I say stakeholders, I'm referring to the PTA, that's the parents. Okay, apart from the parents, what else? The NGOs, that's the non-governmental organizations. So what are some of the relationships you've observed when it comes to, let's say, teacher and parent relationship, when it comes to the parent and the awards, and also when it comes to the teacher and the kids? So you go through your checklist and you would also write down what you have observed that is not in the checklist. Let's say probably there's a parent out there who doesn't even care about the ward's educational background, as to whether the ward has a pen to come to class, as to whether the ward needs a textbook that would help or aid the word in learning, the parent doesn't care about that. So these are some of the things you're going to record in your booklet. I hope you find this useful. Please do also stay tuned for more updates. My name is Lottie and I do create educational contents like this for your payers all. Do stay tuned and stay connected. I'm out.